G'day fair folk, RandomRob here, and welcome to Assassin's Creed Valhalla Part 8. If you enjoy this video, then consider becoming a multi-billionaire and opening a chocolate factory, reenacting Willy Wonka, except you only invite adults who are obsessed with chocolate, give them a taste of the high life, and then threaten to bury them in the chocolate river if they don't subscribe to the channel. So we start off roaming the countryside with Ivan the Terrible as he recites the tale of how he got the gigantic slash across his face. Taken aback by the beauty of the mountains, the lush green English countryside, en route to face King Rhodri, I suddenly come to the realization that this man's story is not near as excellent as the breathtaking views around me. While his stories may not be interesting, he is still my bro, so the least we can do is pretend to listen to what he has to say. After all, it's a story that at least means a lot to him, and that would make us a rather terrible friend. Our mind wanders to all the times we fought side by side in battle, and that even though he was crazy, he was a bro, and bros never turn their backs on bros. We arrived at the castle where Aragorn's old and evil twin was holed up, and after the medieval deck measuring contest was over, we proceeded to forcefully gain entry. After ridding the entrance of the archers who thought I was the more important target rather than the giant oil cart we had brought with us, we needed to ignite said cart to remove the giant door blocking us from getting in. Managing our way through the castle, we reached our target where Viking Miley Cyrus throws his axe at the meat cup of the bad Aragorn, and a fight ensues. As the code of four-way states, a bro must not interfere with the fight of another bro unless that bro calls for help, so we just stood back and watched. The fight was seemingly short-lived when Ivan the Impaler was set on fire. As we prepared to square up against the Pyrotechnic King, Ivarr got back up, still alight. While still literally on fire, the Risen proceeded to wail on the monarch by means of a candlestick, summing up the most intense game of Cluedo I have ever played. In case you're wondering, it was Ivarr in the dining room with the candlestick. As if nothing had transpired in the most badass and not at all scary or arousing way, bro just strolled off, and the only thing he had to say about the ordeal was this.
Bastard kicked me in the liver. I need some fresh air.
After joining him outside, we were told to bring the Feld Regent to a special place so that Ivarr may kill him in a very precise way. Basically, we were treated as a human courier delivery service. I was just thankful that the rain and invisible dead people weren't going to attack me, but I was missing my chest pod baby. We lugged the large lot all of 20 steps before remembering that we had a horse that we could use to carry this lump, which is basically the best form of outsourcing that humans have ever come up with. It did get me thinking though, we shouldn't be worried about Planet of the Apes coming true, but horses are the real threat. I mean, we basically just one day slapped a bunch of leather and stuff onto their backs, climbed on and then stuck metal in the mouth so that we can control them. They are bound to harbor some form of resentment, and equine reminiscing aside, we finally reached the special place. Confirming our worst suspicions, our bro wanted to perform a blood eagle on the once great king, which is basically the most dishonorable death you could give anyone. Worse than burying a nun in a brothel, or even worse, burying cocaine in a corpse. I'm kidding, there's actually a really smart way to traffic narcotics, not that we would know anything about that, it's all that TV and Netflix. Kidding aside, drugs are bad, don't do them, and we don't condone drug use. Mostly. As we think we are finally done with this, a twist directly out of a Lifetime show rears its ugly head. Norse Skrillex reveals that he was actually the one who broke the peace and led to this fight to begin with. As we reeled in disbelief, wondering how we were taken for a fool, we heard him talk about his wish to die in battle and then he wanted us to kill him. But how could we? He was the bro. We had a battle bond, we fought together, we drank together, and we killed kings together. How are we to turn our backs on that now? You may not see it, but there are tears rolling down our cheeks. Our screams, although internal, were deafening, cursing in anger to Odin and the gods for forcing us to cut our brother down. We may look like we are non-emotionally attached to this fight and that we are simply following the objective, but we are breaking apart inside. After fending off Slinky the acrobat, he lays his weapons down and I breathe a sigh of relief as I no longer have to kill my bro. Shockingly, we were betrayed once again as we are then slashed in the face and the fight continues. After exhausting all methods at a peaceful resolution, we were forced to violently end the conflict, which is not only ironic, using violence to end a violent conflict that we won peace from, but it is also a reminder on the volatility of the human psyche. In his final moments, we granted him ascension to Valhalla, and with a heavy heart we had to console ourselves at the death of our bro from our own hands. All was not lost, however, as we have developed an unexpected love, Randvii. Yes, she is still the wife of Sigurd, but this is true love, something that no one but us can understand. As we embrace each other once more, we take comfort in knowing that where there is violence, betrayal, and blood eagles, there is also love, comfort, and spread eagles, which is really beautiful and certainly poetic. I'm not proud that we formed a relationship with our brother's wife, but it's chemistry between us, and that is rare in this unforgiving world, so we are going to take this opportunity and grab it with both hands. It doesn't hurt that Randvii is a stone-cold fox, and we feel better knowing that she doesn't love Sigmund either. Before we end our adventure, we embrace our love and ravage her on the table for everyone to see, but it's still a secret, so no one must know. Make sure to catch the next episode of Valhalla coming next week, and don't miss out as we carry on through Cyberpunk 2077 as well. How do you make sure you don't miss these? By hitting that like and subscribe button, and don't forget the bell icon as well. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.